Reacher Season 3. Episode 5 just dropped, and it's packed with jaw-dropping action, shocking twists, and a cliffhanger that will leave you begging for more. Who survived? Who didn't? And what's next for Reacher as he faces his deadliest enemies yet? Stick around as we break down the explosive ending, uncover hidden details, and theorize what's coming next. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's dive in. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Reacher is back with the 5th episode of Season 3, and it's safe to say that this one delivered on all fronts. Following last week's flashback-heavy episode, which explored Reacher's deep-rooted hatred for Xavier Quinn, this week was all about high-stakes action, story progression, and a massive cliffhanger that left us on the edge of our seats. In this episode, we saw multiple deaths, Reacher's cover nearly blown, and a shocking realization that Paulie might actually be a threat to him. Let's dive into the episode and break down all the key moments, including the explosive ending. Ending explained. The episode ended with Reacher being summoned to meet Julius McCabe, who he knows as Francis Xavier Quinn, the man he thought he killed years ago. This is the same Quinn who murdered Reacher's close friend, Dominique Cole. Throughout the episode, the theme of guilt was prominent, especially with Reacher and Duffy both failing to save two good people working against McCabe's operation. First, there was Stephen Elliott, the inexperienced agent whose negligence ultimately led to his death. Then, there was Annette, the undercover ATF agent who Reacher had grown close to during his time in Beck's home. Annette's cover was blown when McCabe's men discovered her hidden phone, leading to her tragic death at the hands of Paulie. Reacher was deeply affected by her death, especially after receiving a heartfelt pie from her with a note that said, "Thank you." Her death served as a grim reminder of the dangers of undercover work and how close Reacher himself is to being exposed. The episode also revealed that McCabe's operation revolves around supplying firearms to criminals, with a major shipment in the works. The buyer's identity remains a mystery, but given McCabe's history of selling information to hostile nations, it's possible the buyer could be a foreign organization. As for Teresa, Duffy is still holding on to hope that she's alive, despite the odds. Reacher and Philly, however, believe she's likely dead if her cover was blown. But what if Teresa switched sides? What if she's now working with McCabe? It's a twist that would add a whole new layer to the story. Review. This episode was dripping with action, and that's when Reacher truly shines. From the tense warehouse shootout to the shocking deaths of Elliot and Annette, the stakes felt higher than ever. One of the most intriguing moments was when Reacher realized Paulie might be his match. After landing a punch that barely fazed Paulie, Reacher was left stunned when Paulie retaliated with a blow that actually hurt him. This sets the stage for an epic showdown between the two. While the overarching story is engaging, it does feel like the stakes aren't quite as high as in previous seasons. Reacher's isolation due to being undercover has also made it harder to form the strong connections we've seen in past seasons, like with Roscoe and Finley in Season 1, or Dixon and his team in Season 2. Elliot's death was a reminder of how dangerous this line of work can be, especially for someone inexperienced. His mistake cost him his life, and it's a harsh lesson in trusting the wrong people. Meanwhile, Philly's constant focus on his impending retirement makes me think he might not make it out alive, adding another layer of tragedy to Duffy's mission. Overall, this was a solid episode that kept the momentum going. With the season now past the halfway point, the pace is only going to pick up, and the action is bound to get even more intense. So there you have it, Reacher Season 3, Episode 5, Explained. What did you think of this episode? Do you think Teresa is still alive, or has she switched sides? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.